Hello everybody, this is Todd doing all things archery and shooting. I got another bow review for you today. This one is on a Kainokai 54-inch longbow. I got this bow from Amazon for $89.99 shipped to my door. The reason I got a 54-inch bow is looking for a smaller bow, overall length bow to use in my ground blinds upcoming deer season here in Florida. Deer season here starts in September. I've been doing some shooting out of my ground blind, my local range here, and by both my 60-inch longbow and my 56-inch recurve. It just doesn't work real well in that ground blind. It's just, I don't get much movement in there. It's just really, my ground blind's not that big, so it's kind of compact. So I'm hoping this 54-inch will work better. So let's give it a shot. Let's get it open up and check it out. Again, it's made by Kainokai. It's a 54-inch longbow, and I paid $89.99 from Amazon, shipped to my door. Let's get her open up and check her out. Okay, it ships inside a box in a box, as you see here. Kainokai. Alright, let's take a look at it. Anything else in this box I need to worry about? Let's see. Nope, box is empty. Let's take a look at this. I love these Chinese boxes, they don't want to cooperate. Okay, well there she is. Let's get her out of the box. Well, there it is right there. It comes sealed in this plastic right here, which is kind of nice. You'd open it up though. Now it says this bow is rated for fast flight strings, but I'm not too sure about that because these tips are not reinforced, as you can see. They're not reinforced tips. Maybe a little bit of reinforcement, not much. But it's supposed to be laminated bamboo limbs with a hardwood. I mean, it's not a bad looking bow. It's kind of decent looking. I got this one in 45 pounds at 28 inches. And it's 54-inch overall. Let's see what kind of string it comes with. It says here 54-inch AMO white black string. Well, it's not white black, the string's all black. And it comes with 16 strands. So, okay. That's all that's in the box, this little Ziploc bag and the bow itself. I don't see any kind of, there's no like, which is in it, because when you look for this thing on advertisement, it says that there's an actual, well, it does come with a rest, which is nice. It says it comes with a bow stringer, but there's no bow stringer. Well, I guess it's kind of black and white. The serving's kind of mixed in black and white. Small serving though, maybe 6 inches, I guess. Not maybe 8 inches, not very much. It does have the big loop and the smaller loop, as you can see. But this is not a fast flight string. This is a, looks like a B50 or B55 string. I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's see what it says here in the instructions. All right. It's funny, the instructions say use, here it is, Kainokai bow, right here, Kainokai. It says use the provided bow stringer at all times to string your new bow. Well, guess what? This didn't come with a bow stringer. So I don't know if we forgot to put it in there or what, but it's not in there. But there give you some nice instructions how to use it though, which is kind of cool. Alright, 54-inch AMO overall length, maximum draw length 32 inches. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Comes with a leather arrow rest, which is right here. So let me get my bow string and get her strung up and check it out. But let's first look at the bow overlook. Okay, I'm looking here at the bow itself. Let me bring up the so you get a closer look at it. It's not that bad for a $90 bow. Okay, as you can see, it is a Kainokai 45-pound bow. It's got fiberglass on the back, but it does not have reinforced tips. And it does say on the Amazon page that you can use a fast flight string with it, which I don't think you can use a fast flight string with this because there wasn't one provided. Okay. It does have bamboo looks like 2 laminates of bamboo, fiberglass backed. I'm not sure what this other wood is. It doesn't really say in there. It's got like a little imperfection, like a burn mark here on the wood. You see that? Doesn't bother me. I mean, it's only $89 bow. Kainokai. The grip on it's nice. I like the grip on it. So when I hold the grip, it's got a really nice firm grip to it. I like that. Okay. And this is supposed to be a center shot bow, but it looks like it's cut before center. If I look down the string, the advertiser says center shot, but I think this is about maybe an 1/8 inch cut before center, because that's definitely not a center shot. As you can see, it's not very big, but it does have a large sight window, which is nice. So how big that sight window is. Very light, probably weighs maybe a pound or less. It's got a matte finish to it, not a glossy finish, which is nice. The laminates are really nice. There's no glue marks or anything like that on them along the edge. See, there's no glue marks here. Looks really nice. There's no glue marks along the edge of the bow itself. Coming down to the tips. The tips are just standard tips. They're not reinforced tips, so I don't think you can shoot a fast flight on this. I'm not going to try it. It does come with a B55 or B50 Dacron. It's an 18 strand string that comes with it. But this is a 45-pound bow at 28 inches. My draw length's 29.5 inches. I'm probably pulling close to 50 pounds, maybe 48, 49 pounds. So let's get her strung up. We'll go ahead and get her strung up, and we'll get her get her knock set on her and everything else. See how she performs. Okay. Hold on a second while I get my bowstring and make that happen. Okay, after looking several places on the internet, I finally found a spot that has a recommended brace height for the Kainokai. As a recommended brace height for the Kainokai 54-inch recurve, it says 7 inches. Okay, so we'll set it at 7 inches and go from there. Okay, so let's go and get this thing set up. And we got a big one and a small one, as you can see here. Okay, actually maybe they're the same size. Let's see. Yeah, these are the same size. There's no bigger, no small. They're exactly the same size. Okay, so I can look at which way is going to work best on this. So probably, yeah, this way here. Okay, all right, so put this on here. Attach this one here. Let's go ahead and get this strung up, and we'll check the weight on it, and we'll check the brace height on it. You give it a few spins, I'm sure, because it ain't going to be right, so give it a few spins here. I usually give my bows about 10 twists, you know. Seems to be about right. I think it makes a difference which way you twist them, so. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and slide this in there, get this done. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's try that. Remember, they recommended between 7 and 8 inches, what I found on the internet about this bow. So I like my brace sights on my longbows. This is a true longbow, as you can see. It does not contact the limb here. I like to run about 7.5 on my longbows. But this being such a short bow at 54-inch ammo, I'm not sure how that's going to work. And that's right at, I'm just under 8 inches, so we'll try that there. I always do this with my bows. I take them and I pull them back, because these strings seem to like to stretch after a while. Okay, well, that's the bow there. As you can see, it's set up now. See, it doesn't touch the limb, so it is a true longbow. Coming down, it's 45 pounds. All right, coming across all the way up here. It's the front side of the bow, see here? This full piece of fiberglass all the way going all the way down. And again, these tips are not reinforced, okay? So this will not handle a fast flight string. Even though it says in the instruction, in the Amazon page, it will. This will not handle a fast flight string, and it is a B50 Dacron. It's an 18 strand B50 Dacron string on here. Let's go ahead and get the rest installed, and then we'll get the knock installed, and we'll check the draw weight. Okay, I zoomed in a little bit so you can see the installation of this rest that comes with it. Always use denatured alcohol to clean your bow before you attach a rest, otherwise it may not stick. And don't use something like acetone on it or mineral spirits. Use denatured alcohol. The reason you use denatured alcohol, because it won't affect the finish on the bow. And even though this bow is wood, it still has a matte protective coating on it. If you use acetone on or mineral spirits, you take a chance of messing up that finish. So, and also the 3-inch alcohol dries very quickly and cleans very well. It cleans all the grease and grime off. You want to be sure it's completely clean. Now it looks like this rest set is completely already set up for this bow, no cutting needed, which is nice, and it is. If you look at it, it's already set up for it. It's already pre-cut to the size you need, which is kind of nice. Well, let me restate that. It needs a little bit of trimming, but not much. So we'll trim a little bit off of it, and then this piece goes here like this, okay? All right, let me get my scissors. We'll trim a little bit off of it. Now I suppose you could put it on like this, but as you see here, it does hang over a little bit. You can always bend that over, but I'd like to cut it off and trim it so it fits better. So just get you a marking pen, just make you a mark. It's a very small shell, it's not very big. So you want to be sure that, like I said, this is not a center shot bow. I couldn't find, oh I did find out what kind of wood it is. This is beechwood and rosewood, okay? With something called simpei wood, which is that strip right there. I'm not sure what simpei wood is, that's what they call it. So it is beech and rosewood. See, it leaves you a little mark on the back side of your rest there, so you can see it. Let's go ahead and trim that off. This is 3M, so it's not some generic stuff, so this should stick pretty well. Usually these Chinese bows come in with bad rest material. They don't stick real well, but this is 3M, so it should stick pretty well. Okay. There we go. Alright, perfect, okay. This is a hair rest, so you gotta be sure you get your hair the right way when you're doing this, okay? Which I already checked that, alright? Because your hair goes either this way or that way. This way the hair is going this way, and then that way it'll be perfectly, you know, it won't slow your arrow down. Some people say it slows it down, but I don't know. I never tried it, but just put it with the direction of the hair. That way you don't have to worry about it. If it does slow it down, it's probably not going to slow it down that much, honestly. Okay. Alright, first thing you got to do is you got to get this on there, and then put this on here. Get all that residue off there. Clean one more time. Okay, you want this set right in the center of the bow where it's going to be centered at. Again, this has different hairs the way it comes through. So, and again, this is 3M, so that's good stuff. 3M's good stuff. Okay. Stick it right on there, right about there should be. It's actually got a curve cut into it right here. See here? It's got a curve cut in. It'll follow your shelf. This is a radius shelf, which is nice. So we'll set that right in there like that. Perfect. There we go. Okay, now we'll stick this on. There we go. Perfect fit. Okay. That's the rest installed now. It's nice it comes with a rest. That's pretty nice. Okay, now let's go and get the knock point installed. I always install my knock points a little bit high on these, usually about 3/8 of an inch high. Main reason because I can always adjust my knock point when I bare shaft tune the arrows. So I'm going to have to build some arrows for this bow, of course. This is a 45-pound bow. We're going to see what actually it pulls when I get it all set up. But you're going to have to build your arrows for it. So I like to set my knock point a little bit high. Maybe about 3/8. Most people like about an 1/8 inch. I like to go about 3/8 of an inch. That gives me plenty of room to move the knock down if I need to, or up, whatever I got to do with it. And just take your rest, just like this. Want to set her on just like that. Okay. And now, okay. If you look right here, I've got a mark. That is 3/8 of an inch. There's 1/8, 2/8. That's 3/8 of an inch. I set it right at 3/8 of an inch mark. And when you put these brass nocks on, don't clamp them all the way down really tight because you're going to have to move these. So I put them just roughly enough where I can slide them up and down with my hand. Okay, and just, you don't want to clamp them real tight because you won't be able to slide these. Just like that's fine because I can still turn that knock down, slide it up and down. And once I get it set where I want it at, I'll go ahead and tighten it down then. Okay, knock point set. All right. Alrighty, let's take a look at it now. Okay, here we go. It's got an 8-inch brace height, so I recommend between 7 to 8 inches. I like about 7.5, but I couldn't get 7.5 because I untwisted the string all the way, and it only gave me just under 8, maybe 7 and, I don't know, 7, just under 8 inches, probably 7 and 7/8, something like that, just barely under 8 inches. But this is Dacron, so this will stretch. So I leave this strung by tomorrow when I do the range review, which will be part 2 of this test. That string should have already been pre-stretched and set to its setting, and then it should be pretty close to 7.5 when I get by tomorrow. That's where I like to keep my recurves. It said it's a black and white string. Well, only white I see is a little bit of white in the serving there. The rest of the string is black, but it does have white in the serving. The loops are the same size, so they don't designate the loops. So I'm more than likely I'm going to replace the string on this, probably with a different type of string. But we'll use this for right now, because I don't like the serving. I like a much longer serving area. This serving is only about 6 inches. I like about an 8-inch serving. Just a little bit longer. Help protect your arm when it slaps against your arm better. The bow is light. It has a few, cosmetic imperfections, like right here where the wood was burned at, and right here. Some burns on it right here. You see that? Okay. Get you to zoom out so you can see it better. Okay. I gotta tell you, I mean, for $89, I mean, it's a pretty sweet looking bow. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with Kainokai. I did a review, I don't know, a couple months ago on the Kainokai 60-inch takedown recurve with an aluminum handle. And that bow was only $59.99. That bow shot like a top. It was the fastest bow I've shot to date. I have a 40-pound bow. I was getting 195 feet per second out of that bow. So with a 400 grain arrow. So that's a really quick bow. And for the $59, it's a great buy. This one was $89. And the reason I bought this was because I said I'm going to use this in my ground blind, which I got a small one-man ground blind that I hunt out of that I put in the back of the woods. And I tried my 60-inch and my 56-inch recurve and my 60-inch longbow. It worked, but it was just a little bit of a banging on the top when I was shooting and stuff like that. So hopefully this 54-inch will correct that problem. I'm not sure how finger pinch is going to be on this, but we'll see when we start shooting it. It does say in this little bitty instruction manual you have here that it's good to a 32-inch draw, as you can see there. I'm not sure I want to trust that, but that's what it says. And that's all that came with it. All right, let's go ahead and check the draw weight on it. Remember, this is a 45-pound bow, 28 inches. My draw length is 29.5 inches. So let's see what I get out of my draw length out of it. That's interesting. At 29.5 inch my draw length, I'm getting exactly 46 pounds out of this. Let me take this in the back and check it on my regular bow scale, my digital bow scale, and see what it comes in at 28 inches. It should be 45 pounds at 28, but I don't think this thing's pulling 45. So let me go check it on my digital scale in my shop. I'll be right back. Okay, as I thought, I checked this on my digital scale in my shop, and I'm only getting probably 41.87 pounds, so just under 45 pounds, like 42 pounds with this bow at 28 inches. So it's pulling 3 pounds less than the advertised weight. That's probably why I'm only pulling about 46 at my draw length, which is okay with me. I'm fine, but it should. I prefer bows that are more closely to that. I mean, being 3 pounds off is quite a bit, actually, almost 4 pounds off. But still, at 45 pounds, that's big enough, that's fast enough to kill a deer. All right. All right. Well, this has been the Kainokai 54-inch longbow, one piece. It is not ready for fast flight. It's 54-inch AMO overall. It has beechwood and rosewood, and this strip here is called sampai, which I'm not sure what that is. It has black fiberglass on the belly and the back of the bow, and it has 2 layers of bamboo for the limb. So it should be fairly quick, I would think. Even though it's not a fast flight, I think it'd be fairly quick. All right. I mean, overall, I don't see any really like tool marks on the bow anywhere, except where I pointed out where they burned it here and a little bit here. But overall, the bow is clean. It's got a nice matte finish to it, not a shiny finish, which is what I like. It's got the grip on this bow is really nice. I like the grip on this bow. It's probably a medium grip, I say, maybe a medium height grip, not a high grip or a low grip. But the grip feels really good on this bow when you go to shoot it. So that bow's got a nice grip on it, okay? So I do like the grip. And it's cool that it came with it. Oops, sorry about that. It is cool that it came with a rest, okay? That also was not listed in the description on Amazon. But again, Amazon said it was rated for fast flight, and obviously it's not because there are no reinforced tips on this bow. Got a little bit of a finish problem right here with the wood starting to show. They didn't quite get the, I guess the fiberglass didn't quite get over it. It's on both of them here. But overall, I mean, for $89, I mean, you can't expect too much more out of a bow for $89. All right, so in part 2, we'll take it out to the range. That'll be later on. We'll do some shooting with it. We'll check it through the chronograph. We'll check the accuracy of it. And then also later on, I'll do another review from shooting this inside my ground blind. And I'll probably get up in my tree stand and shoot it out of that, see how it performs. That's maybe reason I bought this bow, was to hunt in tight quarters like with my ground blind or in a tree stand up top. I think it'll work good for that. And at 46 pounds, that should be more than enough to shoot a kill a deer with. So, all right. Well, this has been Todd with all things archery and shooting. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click that like button, and also be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And also click that bell notification next to that subscribe button. That way you can notify me upcoming videos. Just give you a heads up. I got a couple upcoming videos coming up. I got an ILF bow, okay, which is boggles my mind. ILF bow with an aluminum riser, and the bow was $69 from Amazon shipped, and I got that coming in at 45 pounds as well, which I've never seen an ILF bow for that cheap. I mean, $69, and it's supposed to have a complete kit with it. We're talking about bow stringer, string, rest, the whole 9 yards. So that should be in any day now. Actually, I expect it today, but it hasn't got here, so it'll probably be here tomorrow or Monday, so I'll do a review on that. And then in a couple of weeks, probably around, my estimated ship date is August 20th when I'll receive it. I've got a custom one-piece longbow that's being made by a custom bow maker. I won't release the name of the bow maker yet, but it is a custom bow maker here in the States. And I ordered this bow a couple months ago, and he notified me last week, said it'll be shipped out. I should have it on by the August 20th. They just finished it, so I'm excited about getting that bow. It's a one-piece longbow, so be sure to look for that as well too. And I'll be doing a further review on this bow, maybe a little shooting review on this bow. I'll shoot out of my tree stand and out of my ground blind and see how it performs. The reason I bought this was for a hunting bow and in tight quarters. All right, well, this has been Todd, All Things Archery. Hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, ciao.